Hi guys! I was having trouble! Hi guys! Woo. Oh, I hear myself.
How's it going?
Hi.
It's...
Hi. Gotta get my trusty friend here. He's gotta get.
Yes.
That's a big baby Yoda.
It's the baby Yoda.
The one and
Very
only baby Yoda.
amazing.
The baby Yoda.
Welcome to the podcast, you guys. It's your host, RockyTheAmethystRabbit, or Wabbit, or Rocky, whatever you want to call me today.
Rabbit.
And we have our co-host Rusk again today. Rusk himself. You know him, you love him at this point. I hope they love you.
I hope so too.
I hope so.
It'd be bad if they didn't.
And then our guest, the other way, PeakCriminal, who is amazing and talented artist here today. But yes, welcome to the podcast, everybody. How is everybody doing out of
Hey, Fox. Hey,
everyone?
Moxie. Hello, chat.
Hi, Moxie. Hey, everybody that he said. Thank you, Moxie, for showing up. Thank you, Cuddly. Thank you, Butter. And hello, Fox, as well. Thank you for everybody popping in today. Yes. Fox, he's a freaking legend. Oh, no, not a broken foot. I'm sorry to hear about that, Cuddly.
Broken foot.
Broken foot. I hope the other person looks a lot better than that foot.
Whose ass did you put your foot in?
Right?
Oh no. Ouchies. Yeah, right, Butter. Ouch. So how's everybody doing today? Out of us. Peak, Rusk.
You do not want to know the type of day I had today.
Oh, I'm very curious now.
I mean, we were talking about that.
You can't just leave us on a cliffhanger.
So I am a maintenance director for a I'm a maintenance director for a convalescent home, and today, or one of my projects today, was finding out why one of these toilet-ish things didn't work. Well, I went to flush it today, and there was like water everywhere, which wasn't the problem. It was when I went to go shut the water off to the flush valve, because when you go to a public bathroom and you got the little handle thing,
yeah,
to flush the toilet.
Yeah.
Well, next to it there's a valve, a shut off valve, and so I took the wrong part off of that valve and flooded my building.
Oh no!
Flooded it, and so I had to run and turn the water off to the building for like 2 hours so I could fix it, and it just I was absolutely soaked. I took it, like the cartoons when they get the water in the face. Hoon, what's going on?
Thank you for stopping by, honey
cartoons get the water in their face and like doing one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was totally me. That was totally me today. It was not fun. It was hilarious.
I did a similar thing, but I did a stupider way to shut it off. When I used to work construction, we had to put these gas pipes underground, and we had to use this stuff called bentonite. It was like artificial mud that basically coated the walls of the hole that we were digging underneath the ground. And we had this bentonite. It was basically just thick water, and it when you got it on you, it felt gross. It felt like a certain substance. I won't say the name of it, but yeah, felt like that. And the hose came off the bottom of this damn water truck that we were running, and it just came off. And instead of me turning off the valve that it was shooting out of, I'm trying to hook the hose back up, and it's just going everywhere. I'm getting hit. I'm covered with this shit. I'm just trying to. And then finally, somebody walked up and shut the valve, and it stopped flowing. I'm like, why didn't I think of that?
Well,
that was a pretty bad day.
Shut-offs in a locked room on the lower level. There's three levels to my buildings, and so I'm in the first floor, and I'm in this room, this small 5x5 room, getting absolutely drenched, and feeling like a cartoon character, trying to like get my head wrapped around the fact that I just opened up this pipe with the water still turned onto the building, and Yeah, I grabbed my phone or grabbed my tool bag. I don't even know why I grabbed my tool bag. Grabbed my phone, grabbed my tool bag, and ran out the ran downstairs, turned it off. And I'm like yelling at people, directing people to go do stuff. And like, oh man, it took
Oh
me
yeah.
all day to clean that up. All day. It was a pain.
Love those days.
Yeah, those grades are
Makes you appreciate the
crazy.
good days.
This is why I'm not a plumber.
Yeah.
I would never become a plumber. I don't know if I could do that. I'd break everything. I'd have toilets spring upwards somehow. I don't know. I'd be that bad at life. I'm bad at plumbing stuff. Like, I don't get it. There's pipes everywhere. I don't know what's
I don't
happening.
want this pipe. I want the other.
Wow. Was a full Monday on a Tuesday. I mean, yeah. Monday on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And welcome,
Yeah.
Jacob Cat. Thank you for following the GA Twitch. And same thing with the Honeycomb. Thank you for following the Twitch as well. Yeah, I mean, I work at a pool, so I get a lot of the time I get damped because I also clean bathrooms, and we've had issues with our bathrooms before, so it's fun when like the whole like floor is like just like wet, so you're like you just slip everywhere.
Pipe.
So it's a
Have you
fun
have to
time.
work with like the pool filter or anything like that, or is it?
That's not one of my duties at the pool at all. We have a pool guy who does the filters and does the
Pool guy, yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you got a pool boy.
I'm just a pool monitor. I just yell at people for not following the rules. It's a fun job. I love yelling at people. It's worse when they're like little, like two-year-olds or something, and it's like are like annoying. But like I love them because they're some of my favorite people that come to the pool because they aren't annoying like the parents sometimes.
It's always the parents.
It's always the
It is,
parents.
too.
Every time it's always the parents' fault. It's like, why are you guys not watching your kids? Like, it's your fault that kid just got hurt. It's not my job to tell the kid to not get hurt. It's my job to tell them to follow the rules. It's your job to watch your child. I'm not there to watch your child. I'm there to make sure they're following the rules, which is part of watching, but like, it's not about parenting your children.
Yeah.
I'm not a babysitter.
Make sure they
But then
they're being safe.
Yeah.
But then if you did parent their kids and they're all pissed off at you for parenting their kids,
Yeah.
Mega Fox. Banned!
unicorn, 100%. Parents are the worst. I included.
Yeah. That's
So
why.
Stuck as a parent at the pool because I'm like,
That's-
go get away from me.
That's
and
why I'm
then they
never
go get
gonna.
hurt.
I'm never becoming a parent. I'm not down for that life.
I got this is my child.
That's your only child?
No, I have fur babies.
I mean, for true, you do. I think I've heard about that.
I have 2 fur babies, and my son actually lives in California.
Oh, you have a child. I didn't ever know that. We've learned new things.
Yeah, my son was taken out of the country at the age of 2, and yeah, but it's not a today story.
Understandable. You have 4 kids? You go, girl. You're like a superwoman.
Oh, tell everybody the names of your children.
Oh, me?
No, I'm
No.
guessing honeycorn.
Oh,
Called bad parents. Moxie True.
Who
I got 3 kids.
are the best?
Now I'm curious.
I'm in love with them. Yes, butter.
I got Austin, Delilah, Goku.
I love them.
Yeah.
You go,
I got
girl.
a kid
I
named Goku.
love
Yeah.
that. I love your
Yeah.
children names. Like 2 of them just feel very. Here they are. Like here they're there, and then you have like boom, Goku. It's like what the
That is-
hell? What
Oh
happened?
my god.
Were you drunk that
is like
night
the
when you named your
coolest-
child?
Oh, she did that shit on purpose, bro.
I love that. It sounds like me. I feel like that's my children names. If I had children, it's just random like anime characters or like cartoon characters. I think I'm gonna name my first child Bugs Bunny. Literally, that's my first child's name. I've decided. And let me tell Tact. Tact, our first child's name is gonna be Bugs Bunny, and she'll love it. I've decided for us, even though we're never gonna have a baby. But that's a joke for us. Our anime names. Yes, I recognize it. It's from. Yes, I've seen Bleach.
I haven't seen Bleach, but I've definitely seen Dragon Ball, and that is one of the coolest goddamn names I've ever heard in my life.
I love that.
Could you imagine being a teacher?
That was an automatic follow when I found that out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let me just ask Helen. Imagine you being a teacher and you're one of your students' name is
You're a
Goku.
teacher, and you're like, Goku, here. His hair
Perfect.
shoots up.
Great Super Saiyan immediately.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
of course,
the dad's
it was his
idea.
dad's
Of
idea.
course. It's always the dad's a little cray.
Well, that's what. That
Sorry, Rusk.
No.
No, that's a good thing. I love crazy people.
I should have been named after a guy named Nolan Ryan. He was a baseball player back in like the 70s and 80s. One of the best pitchers of all time. My dad wanted to name me Nolan Ryan, and my mom had absolutely no idea who that was. So until she found out from one of the doctors, like, we're gonna name him Nolan Ryan Rusk, and then they're like, wait, after the baseball player? And immediately my mom goes, nope, we're not naming our kid after a damn baseball player.
Dang.
And then my second born's name is Lane, for Lane Staley, the lead singer of Alice in Chains. Because I've been obsessed with Alice in Chains my entire life, and my ex-wife allowed me to name the second one within reason. So I'm coming up with all these names, and she liked Lane, so that's
I like
one of
Lane.
my second born's name.
I really like that.
I like it too. I always thought it was a cool name.
But yeah. I don't think I'll ever have
I
children,
was
so I'm
very
gonna pretend.
unimaginative. My son's name is my first name, and
Oh, that's cool. My first name's Brian, so I couldn't name my kid BJ.
Oh well, why not? I wish my name was BJ. It would be very accurate.
Dan Eckersley the horse. I like that name.
Oh my god. Yes, I love horses. I've rode on a horse once. I don't know why this is a conversation. It's like, guys, I've ridden a horse once. It was real fun. No, boxing out like that.
We're just going with it.
Like, not like that. Bad boxing. Grounded.
I mean, to each his own.
I mean, horses are so much fun. I mean, agreed.
They are.
Let's go with that. Let's just say they're fun.
I've ridden horses before.
I almost fell
never
off one
have.
once because this horse ran me into a tree, and since then I've never ridden a horse because it ran me through a fucking bunch of branches. There's a curse word for ya. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Already cursed already. Doing great.
We are
we are interviewing. We're topicking.
into it. We're just kind of
That was
talking.
warming up.
Hydration, everyone.
I got my margarita.
We'll just pretend that's hydration, Rusk.
It's very hydrating. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you look like you were hydrated.
I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Well, I thought I was very hydrated.
Let me get some more water, guys. I'll be right back.
Go right ahead.
Thought I had it. I did not have it.
But yes.
No, I think we're formulating pretty well.
Yes, we're doing great, guys. How is everybody doing in chat? Who hasn't answered yet? How's
Right.
everybody doing? Jacob, Cat, because you're in here now. Unicorn, because you weren't here for that question. Fox, same question. Moxie, if you haven't answered, I don't remember if you answered, if I'm being honest. How's everybody doing in chat? Everyone doing thumbs up? Because that's what I hope. I hope everyone's doing good. And I guess he's like, let's call somebody. I don't know what that sign means, if I'm being honest.
This is Hawaiian sign for like, well, it's Hawaiian for like, hang loose.
I
do
thought that
that
meant
shit all
like
the
call me
time.
up,
That's like
bitch.
my favorite. That's my favorite hand gesture.
I just do
it's
this.
not call me, bitch. It's shaka.
Yeah. I've been doing that my whole life.
I never knew that. I am the dumb one though.
Hold on, left water on. Oh.
The most I do is the peace sign. Like, hey guys, peace. Peace, guys.
Oh no.
Speak of
First
school.
week.
Oh no, not the COVID. I mean, the
First
COVID.
week, too.
I don't know if I can say that on YouTube because these are growing up on YouTube.
Dang, that sucks.
Who
Yeah, that's
freaking
true.
cares? Not the COVID thing. I'm just saying, who cares if it gets on YouTube? We're not getting paid. Like, too bad.
Okay. We can start some of these questions.
We can
then.
start the first
So,
question, I think.
Yeah. All right. So, Peak,
Huh.
why did you join GA, and what was your deciding factor? Let's hear the story.
actually, it's not really that interesting, but I met Buttertough of almost a year ago, and we didn't really like I didn't really talk to her that much, but I did met her through a mutual friend of ours, uh, T-Mug 3030, and then she started coming to my channel a little bit more often, and she mentioned that she was in the group GA, and it was like I was just out of I would like to say a bad relationship with a support group, a Discord support group. Like, so I had a really bad taste in my mouth, so I really didn't really look into it. Then I started meeting other GA members, uh, with Carbon, and then I met, Akira, and so as I started to get to know them, I got more interested in it, and I couldn't really just look into you guys because well, I couldn't look into GA very much, just other than looking for other members, but I went to your guys' streams and was like, I don't know, you guys have a certain vibe that I kind of like, so it didn't seem like it was too
Yeah.
hunkered down, like it wasn't too. I'm just saying the group that I was in started off really, really good and then became like the most toxic thing in life.
I
I
remember.
stopped playing video games. I stopped playing. I really almost stopped streaming altogether. Um, which is why I'm so far behind within the first year, of actually, streaming. Um, so as I was trying to find myself in with the different products, I was told that you guys needed artists, and because you guys are starting an art thing, and damn it, now we gotta stretch.
Oh,
Okay with that.
this is my best stretches today, guys. My back hurts from like some. Let's just say I fell last night. It was horrible.
So I was told you guys needed artists, and I was looking for just other avenues of getting my art out there. So um, I wanted to join another group that actually was looking for artists and stuff like that. So that's kind of the reason why it was like
Yeah.
the tipping factor of actually putting in my application for GA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about everything that was going on because since I'm a staff member, we get all that information, knowing why, like, what you were going through and stuff. And like, I went to your stream early as well because I was like, I want to see who this person is that Carbon keeps talking about. I never talk because I'm actually shy. It doesn't look like I'm shy, but I am shy. But I stood back there and just watched, like, with binoculars, like, how is this person? How is he talking to the chat? And I actually thought you were really good, streamer-wise, in my opinion. And I was like, I hope he joins one day. And then your application came through. I was like, yes! Got really excited because I was like, this guy, I think he's gonna work.
This is one of the reasons why I don't play video games anymore is because we're here to entertain, right? So when I play the games that I like to play, it's I'm not paying attention to shit. I'm not paying attention to nothing. So I noticed that my interaction after going back watching my stuff, and I noticed my interaction with chat was very, very little, and I was losing people. So I moved to music. So I started producing, doing, which is another one of my hobbies. I started producing music on stream, which allowed me to, stop what I was doing, have the little conversation, chit chat, and the only reason I don't do that now is because my computer can't handle the processing, and it's starting to fall behind on the processing for digital art itself. So it's just really, as things start to degrade and programs become more powerful, I had to move to other things.
Okay. Well, what kind of music did you like to produce?
So uh, it's hard for me to pinpoint exactly what my music would be called. It's more
Kind of like a cocktail of a bunch of different types of music.
because I use orchestral sounds in a hip hop way. So
Okay.
I have hip hop is my main muse for music. So I use a lot of the same uh formula for hip hop, but I use orchestral sounds. I use very foreign sounds. The last thing I made, which is actually something that is in my stream. It's on my starting soon stream. It's all Asian orchestral sounds. So like instruments that you wouldn't think to be used that way. So it's a very orchestral hip hop sound.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you got like the hip hop drum beat in the background with like the
Yeah,
orchestral
so
sounds and
I'll use hip hop drums and snares. Well, drum set. I'll use a hip hop drum set, and I'll throw in, the orchestral sounds. It's more theatric, if anything,
Hmm.
like movie opening type music, like in the '90s, type
Yeah.
shit. So that's more of what my vibe is.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Have you like looked into selling any of your music to like
Have I to like other streamers or just music period?
other stream your music in general? Like have you like looked into selling it to
I
like
I I
movies or anything?
prefer to produce artists.
Okay.
So usually when I am doing music in a monetary way, it's it's recording vocals, it's fixing beats for people like custom wise. I prefer to do the whole package versus just you know, selling the beat itself.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds awesome. I'm really
Cool.
into music myself, so like anything like that, I'm like into. Like anything
It's
music
Well,
wise.
if you ever get to see the beginning of my stream, the two songs that I use in my intro and my my pre-start and then my starting screen, those two beats are things that I've made myself.
Oh, I've never known that, but
awesome.
I've heard both because I've been there early and just sat there and silent because like usually I'm doing like 10 different things, but I'm listening.
But
Uh,
those two things are examples of what I've done.
do you save your videos on your stream so you can watch them over?
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to check it out then. I don't think I've seen them yet. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've been like thinking of like how I can personalize like my opening or something like that too. I never thought of doing something like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have done stuff like that for people. So if you do want me to do some stuff for you, we could talk about that and I could do like a free like 2 minute fucking soundbite for you. That way you can have something to start off with.
Of course.
Because
No, that's cool as hell.
set it to loop and all that stuff too. So,
Hell yeah, that's really cool.
Awesome.
What uh, what inspired you to become a Twitch streamer?
it was my birthday last year. It was my birthday last year, and I wanted to do something that I was like my Xbox One had a thing for Twitch on it, and I was like, I wonder what it would be like to just to stream, whatever. And so I threw it up, and that's literally how it started. Um,
Yeah.
and then my first stream had 15 people in it.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice. Not a bad start. I
and
remember my
so
first
I
one like
started
that too.
going. So I started going through different Twitch streamers, and because I started off with COD, like everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Me
me.
too.
I'm not like everybody else.
I mean, if you look at Twitch right now, you'll see probably 75,000 people watching COD right now.
Uh-huh.
True, true.
Versus art,
It's not wrong.
where you see 10,000 people watching art right now.
Yep.
Yep.
So you see where I was going with that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
And music itself, music is what, like 8,000, 5,000 people watching music,
Yeah, it's
depending on. So it's like, of course, I was looking at, hey, I can possibly have, all these people watching my stream. So I was like, okay, let's try it. and that's literally how it started. And started looking for other people to work with, and this, that, and the third. And also, there was a there was a charity for wounded warrior. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and so this charity for wounded warrior was going to happen within a week of me starting. So I wanted to get a little bit of a buzz going before I started to do a stream for charity. I did a 24-hour stream within 2 weeks of starting.
Wow,
Amazing.
that's impressive.
I made it to 15 hours.
Yeah, that's probably about
Damn.
where I'd crack too.
I did not sleep. I did not do what these other people do, where they'll say, "Oh, we're doing a 24-hour stream," and then sleep 6 hours.
Yeah.
When I did my 24-hour, I was up for 24 hours with everybody else who stayed. Some of those people were crazy. I was like, you guys could sleep.
If I'm going to do another 24-hour stream, I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing it next month.
Ooh, look forward to that if he does do it.
I don't think I'll ever do a 24-hour stream. I do long streams when I do stream. It's
You do.
kind of like a habit of mine. Like I'll make it like 6 to 8 hours.
Nice.
But I can't do 24. Maybe 12. I'll do a 12-hour stream. But I don't think I can ever do a 24.
Boom, you did 18 hours on accident.
Who did?
Hoon.
Oh.
You didn't realize you did it. She was like, "I've been up for 18 hours."
I could see me do, like, if you're playing with the right people, like close friends or like just people that you're really, really comfortable with, you can play video games for a long ass time without realizing what you're doing. Like, my issue is trying to beat games. I become so obsessed with trying to beat like a single player campaign or something like that. Even if it's like one of the longest games of all time, I will stay up all night for like 2 straight nights trying to beat that stupid thing. And I'll do it, but at what cost? I'll do, yeah, I beat it. I'm gonna go lay down for 2 days now. It's just I don't know. I gotta quit doing that shit and just kind of.
I mean, those types of streams are actually interesting because you watch how people do things differently. So that for me, if I'm going to watch somebody do a full playthrough, that's something that I want to. That's what I'm looking for, is how you're going to do it differently than I did.
Yeah.
Where maybe I struggled where you didn't, and now I can see how you did it, and I could go back and do the same thing. So I like streams like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like watching people play the game before I play it, so I like don't look like an idiot when I'm playing it. For instance, like Little Nightmares. I watched several people play that. At least like the first part of Little Nightmares, so I like get an idea of what it's all about.
Yeah.
That way I didn't like ruin the game for myself. I know how to do it and where to go and whatnot. So
you should totally do that. You would get so many people watching you do that.
Do that 100%.
In the just chatting, you would do so well with that.
Yeah, honestly, it's just like do something like to test like the waters of anything you want to do on Twitch. If it's in the guidelines, if it's between the guidelines and you're not like breaking rules, then I support. I
did my bar streams, like I'd sit in my basement like making drinks and just kind of talking with friends or talking with myself, just anything like that. So I decided to stream myself making cocktails, like out of my little book that I have, just trying out different cocktails, and it works. I get a lot of people tuning in. They love it and they like hanging out with me with that shit.
Drinks
so
the Rusk.
bikini and oil changes. There you go.
You better be careful with that bikini though.
No, it'd be the hot tub stream. You just got to work on your car in a hot tub. There you go.
That sounds safe.
Yeah.
I support it. Let's go with it. Test something out. See if it's allowed.
You got to do something new nobody's ever seen before. That'd be new. Hot tub stream while working on a car. Oil change hot tub stream.
The hot tub stream's at the end of the stream when she goes to wash.
Yeah. The wash down afterwards.
Let's go with it. There you go. There's your plan, Honeycorn.
Oh, that's all yours.
I'll watch. I'll be like, go girl, go girl. But yeah, that's interesting. I'm learning
So
all
you
the
said
new things.
You did say you were in the military. You don't mind asking where you served?
I didn't deploy. I
Okay.
was so I went to almost every state in the country though.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's
that's
nice.
one of the very few things I was very disappointed with in my time in service is I didn't get to deploy.
So traveling around the country is still
It's
pretty
still
badass. You know,
not a
it's
lot
got
of
to
people,
be.
not a lot of people get to do that. So
Yeah. Where did you stay at the longest, if you don't mind me asking? Like state
actually,
or
actually in North Carolina, I stayed the
North Carolina?
longest.
I hear a lot of people go there.
Oh, I mean, I didn't say this, but it's cheap as hell up here compared
Yeah.
to California in Nevada.
Tell me about it. California is so expensive.
You know,
That's where I'm
I
at.
California. I was born and raised in California. So from the age of, not the age of conception to probably about 13, I was in California, all over Northern California, the Bay Area. Um, then I moved out
Yeah.
to what do you call it? Then I moved out to Las Vegas.
Hmm.
Complete culture shock. Complete.
Yeah, it's completely different
I was
everywhere.
not ready for Vegas.
Yeah.
I put it like this. I'm leaving work and it's like 8 o'clock at night and it's dark as hell. I'm just going to the damn bus stop because they, don't make enough money to have a car yet. And me being from California, you say hi to everybody.
Mhm.
Right? Well, I'm from Northern California, so you say hi to everybody, no matter who they are. It's just courtesy. Say hi to this guy sitting at the bus stop. This guy cusses me out, hands me my ass cheeks, and says, and cusses me out just for saying something to him. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm from a different place. I don't know.
Sorry, bro. Like, you know.
We got a chat question here from Fox Hunter. We got a favorite activity / game to stream.
Well, I normally do art on stream. So that's my main. On every Friday, as in an effort to interact more with my stream, with the people with chat, I do a game night. I don't do the regular games. I like marbles and stuff like that. I don't do that. I do tabletop games. So we'll play poker, we'll play Yahtzee, we'll play well, we just started doing chess because I did a night of teaching the chat chess, people who didn't know. Well, we'll do games like that, Battleship, stuff like that.
Yep.
So I know most of those games, like the Battleship is a two people, and so is chess. But it's more about teaching people how to play, or just getting everybody excited at the same
Yeah.
time. It's also the only day that I actually have alcohol on stream.
Yeah.
Because it's Friday. Who doesn't have a beer on Friday? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the very least, who
Not
doesn't have a
me,
beer on
but I have alcohol whenever and I go too hard.
Yeah.
When I drink, it goes too far. And then everyone else is like, hold me.
I don't drink that much, so it doesn't take me too much to get there.
Yeah, same.
So I usually just kick back and usually just kick back and drink my 40 and call it a day.
There you go.
But
40 ounces of freedom.
so to answer the question, I mainly do art. But my favorite day is definitely Friday when I get to interact with everybody on a different level.
And I've been to a few of your game nights, and I've set into actually only one. I think I've only been part of like one.
The poker night.
Yeah, one of the poker nights. That's the only one I ever joined because I'm usually just sitting in chat listening when I'm like doing work, and It's like it looks so much fun, but I just can't always join. But I like popping by to see like everyone else having fun, and it is a fun night,
All of
guys.
my money.
What?
Me losing all of my points.
Yeah, one of the nights I actually won a couple. The night I first joined, I won and I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, "What am I doing?" And I just pressed the button multiple times, and I won a couple times, and I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing." But it's always a fun night, and I think Peak does really well with bringing everybody in and just asking each person who comes into his chat, like, "Do you want to join? You must join us!" And it's like,
You're here, you're gonna join.
yeah, it's always a fun time.
Unicorn Sublime's one of my favorites too. I got him tattooed on my arm.
Look at that.
But you know, it's
Always
funny.
a fun
You know,
time.
it's funny. I just found out that the Sublime sun is not a sun at all. That's not a sun. That's actually a bunch of sperm trying to get to the egg. I'm not even kidding.
Wow, we're learning a lot on the podcast today.
I'm sorry. I know that might be a little like, more than PG, but
No, you're fine.
no, the artist that drew up this was explaining it not too long ago on like a podcast, and he explained that's what. Yeah.
Lux is like, what?
What?
And I got that tattooed on my arm, thinking it was a sun. You know, I'm like, oh, great. You know.
Oh crap! No, now I have sperm on my arm. How did we get here?
That caught me off guard so much. I was like, no way.
Thank you for the lyric tact.
Thanks, Dak.
Kermy Kerms, hey girl.
Thanks, here.
But yeah, it's always fun to find out new things about meanings of symbols.
Yeah.
The best way I could put that. Oh no, honey, not that shirt. No!
I have it too. I have that shirt too. It's such an iconic logo, you know, and then you realize what it
Yeah,
actually
I'm
is.
like,
and then
I've
you
even
just
seen
look
the
at
logo,
it.
and I didn't even know what it was, realistically, but I know that logo. Like, I've seen the logo. Never knew what it was. Never understood what it was. I never knew what Sublime was.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm just here chilling, listening to my K-pop, living life. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm half the time doing.
No, that blew me away. I couldn't believe that. Yeah, what can you do? You know, you gotta live with it now.
Never.
What was that, Peak? Sorry.
Now you got it permanently on your arm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
It's on there, all right. I got a few tattoos that are on me that I'm like, why'd I do that? That was dumb. Like the slice of pizza, for instance. It's kind of hard to aim that, but yeah, a little slice of pizza on my arm.
$50.
What?
I'm sorry.
Fox Hunter just tipped $50.
Oh my god, Fox.
Thank you, Fox.
Thank you. That's all. I
Thank
mean,
you.
everything that goes towards this podcast goes back into GA completely.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it because it doesn't go to me. It goes to all of GA. For futures projects, the website, everything like that. Anything that you guys do for this podcast goes all into GA. Just let everybody know. It doesn't go back to me. It doesn't go back to Rusk or anybody like the staff. It goes fully back into GA.
All goes to Peak.
All goes
All
to Peak.
does
Okay,
not go to me.
Peak gets the $50.
Okay, is
is
there
Bill
a
Vampire-
story behind your Twitch name?
Okay, so I was 17 and I got my first Xbox and I needed a handle. And I didn't know what it would be. And I think it was around the time it was me and my friend, and we were really big Michael Jackson fans. Both of us.
Uh-huh.
So that's where we get Criminal.
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, the Smooth Criminal. And they used to always call me Smooth Criminal because I wore this dumbass fedora.
Oh my god, yes!
I wore it with everything. I didn't care what I looked like. It was a pinstripe fedora, black pinstripe fedora.
Oh, I love that!
And I loved this hat. I absolutely loved it. So that's where Criminal come from, because they always call me Smooth Criminal.
I
And
actually
I'm not
love
smooth
that.
at all. I'm not smooth at all.
That's a
So,
lie.
I am nowhere near smooth.
Very
So,
smooth of a man over here. Don't let him lie to you.
I was like, I'm a criminal, okay? I'm a criminal at the peak of its criminality.
Ooh, I like
A
that.
criminal. So, and I'm nowhere near a criminal at all. So,
Yeah.
that's and the games I was going to be playing were mainly going to be shooters. So, PeakCriminal became my name.
I kind of just like
And
that. I love that.
I do too. That's great.
I love where that came from. Like, it's just like the like story behind it, like going towards it.
I gotta admit, that's one of the best stories I've heard yet.
Why is that the kind? I love that. It's like
That's awesome.
that's amazing.
That's great.
telling everybody that, Hoon.
We gotta have a ranking.
Everybody that.
What do you think of the Alien Ant Farm version of Smooth Criminal?
Yo, I absolutely loved it because they didn't destroy it. They
No.
kept they made it their own while keeping it almost the same.
Yeah.
So it's like they owned it. And I think and do you really think Michael Jackson would have let that get published if he didn't like that shit too?
Oh, I guarantee Michael was probably involved in it in some way.
And he was.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the iconic remakes ever. Definitely ever.
I saw a lot of interviews saying that if it wasn't for Alien Ant Farm's version of that the original version wouldn't have gotten so much traction.
Bull. Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. That thing was already triple platinum before it
That's
even.
true.
No.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah, you're right.
We're talking about old money and new money, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when that came when Smooth Criminal came out, it came out in an epic, right? So it came out in an 8-video epic that strung together when MTV became a thing.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I'm honestly kind of lost. I won't lie.
It came out in a full epic of running videos.
Okay.
So you should look it up. You should be able to find it still.
Yeah, I'll most likely write that down and like look it up after stream since we can't play things on stream.
If I remember correctly, it was all good. Like it was all the videos ran in together perfectly.
Cool.
And it was one of the first times that anybody's done it, and Michael Jackson did it. And and that was like with a bunch of different songs that were of his, and they just strung them together, and the videos just,
That's awesome.
See, all right, Hoonicorn, I agree. Disturbed's remake of Sound of Silence, that was probably one of the best remakes I've ever heard in my life. The only problem is now, since Disturbed did that, all of those bands from like the early 2000s to late 2000s, all those bands, the same ones, they all kind of sound the same in my opinion, like Godsmack and all them. Now they're doing nothing but covers. They're all trying to capture that thing that Disturbed did, and nobody's ever going to do that.
Does anyone miss originality at all? Because I'm getting tired of all these covers coming out every fucking week. Like every week there's a new cover, and it's like, can we get some originality?
Where I'm going to like really nerd out about music now that we're talking about it.
I love music. Go ahead, let's nerd out.
So I'm going to nerd out with music and art in the same sense. So music and art, well, music is an art, right? So it still follows trends of art, of fine art. If we look at art history, art went from the super detailed to the sketch-like to the surreal to and went back to detail, right? In its modern form and stuff like that. Well, music does the same thing. And no matter what genre you look at, music follows the same thing, because even in art, tracing became a skill.
True.
Now music is doing the same thing. It's tracing.
I mean, like
it's tracing to not only keep the old stuff alive, but to give it something, to give it a new track, a new beat.
And like I don't mind seeing covers, but like when like
that's why covers are so coveted, because when you get a really
Yeah.
good cover, really good cover, the Disturbs cover, when you get a really good cover,
Yeah.
it will go on for years,
Yeah.
years.
That one
It'll
was groundbreaking too. That was
it'll stay on the charts for years.
I agree with
Yeah.
Unicorn. Like, I would like to see more originality because, like, I feel like we don't see a lot of that anymore. It's a lot of
I'm not
covers
saying
or
that I don't. I'm not saying that I
similar
don't agree with
beats.
you. I'm just saying that there's a reason why.
I mean, I understand
Yeah.
the reason. Like, I get it. Like, there are covers that like really bring back old music that's like, yes, finally some love for them.
They did it right.
Yeah, and they do it right, but then you have all these like 800 covers of like different songs that like just kind of canceled the original, like made the original sound like nothing, like it didn't compare. Or like you have the songs that like are like just like they did it way worse and then everyone gets mad. And like
Mhm.
and it's like it's either or at this point. Zombie by
Right.
Bad Wolves, just be yourself. I mean, yes. Just be yourself at anything you do.
And everything you do.
Yep.
well,
Anything
like
and everything.
who covered Simple Man, the most recent Simple Man by Leonard Skinner? I
I
can't
don't know.
remember who did that one.
I won't
But
lie, I don't
that
know
one
this.
that one sounds identical to Leonard Skinner's version, just with a little heavier guitar sound. That's not their own play on that song. That's them trying to copy that song to make money off of that song. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
You know, but then you get Disturbed that did Sound of Silence that completely changed it up 100% and put their own spin to it. I like that. You know, and then Zombie by Bad Wolves, they completely changed it up. You know, they put a really heavier version to Zombie. When you get like people just covering it to an identical T, I don't like that.
I don't either.
Like when Jimi Hendrix, for instance, Jimi Hendrix covered Sgt. Pepper's Sergeant Pepper by Beatles. He covered
Yeah.
that like maybe 3 days after that album was released, completely put his own Jimi Hendrix spin on it. Beatles loved it. They didn't fuck it up. They didn't ruin it. They just completely made it their own thing. The Jimi Hendrix experience just completely
Yeah.
blew them away because they put their own spin to it. That's what I would like to see with a cover, not just let me just sound exactly like the original.
Exactly. Make it their own.
That's when covers I like when they do like stuff like that, like when they make it their own. Like I'm like really into like old like I don't know, like I like a lot of songs, so I'm not really giving you guys a detail. Woo woo, Rocky, go job. But like when they do their own twists on things and like vocally they do it way different too. Like I like when vocalists like change their like the way they sing it completely different, and it's so bomb. I like it. I don't know why I used the word bomb, but bomb.
You will never see a Queen cover. I like.
Yeah.
Nobody can take away from what Freddie Mercury did. Nobody, not a single human being can. You could try. You can definitely try.
Being quiet, I've done Queen once, and it's like I still look at that and I'm like, that was so trash. That did not compare to Queen, Queen at all, like at all.
Adam Lambert's doing his best. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good. He's not a replacement at all. He's a new variation of Queen. I'll say that. You know, because nobody will be able to replace Freddie, but he's holding his own. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I will be honest. I can sing the living hell out of "Don't Stop Me Now."
I can cover that for days. I mean,
that's such a good song.
Karaoke nights, guys, and GA, we sing a lot of random crap, and then we think we're like the baddest, and like we're like awesome, and then 5 seconds later, I was like, "Did you hear how we sing that though?" We did not do the original justice. It is just karaoke night.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to karaoke night.
No, it's so much fun. You should come in. I don't know English anymore.
English is no good. No good, sir.
I'm broken today, guys. Can't English.
Okay. So moving on, we can get the next question. What are some of the goals that you have for your channel?
So a while back, I started a I started a clothing line. So I call it a clothing line because it's basically my merch, right, for the channel. And I actually want to turn it into a clothing line, and I want it to be driven by the viewers. So everything that I drop in my clothing line is stuff that's either suggested by my viewers, um, the suggested by my viewers, or it's paid for by their time. And
Yeah.
what that means, what I mean by that is,
We got stretch too. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I feel like me and Rusk did the same thing. We're just copying each other at this point.
I could touch my toes from a seated position.
Oh,
So-
wow. So stretchy.
I started peak hours, which is my clothing line.
Yes.
And what I mean by the I don't have a fart sound here. Because
Yeah,
you
sorry.
redeem hydrate in my channel. When they redeem the fart, that's my hydrate.
Ah,
Oh,
nice.
That's a good idea.
Nice job.
So I draw viewers as an icon. So right now I'm doing oodles and noodles. Last season was mushrooms, and so oodles and noodles. I can either draw you as a cup of noodles, Peaks nudes, and,
Sorry.
or exactly.
Oh, that's,
Exactly.
Sorry. Continue.
that's funny. I want that on a t-shirt. I just want Pete Snoods. Just...
Yeah. So and then,
Same. I saw it and I really like the hoodie as well.
so right now we're doing the cup of noodles, or other items. So right now I got something like there's this is what I mean by spending their time with you, because it's 1,000 points. So you have to spend some time in the channel before you can even think about redeeming it, and that gives me time to get to know you.
Yeah.
So there's one of my viewers. We have an inside joke. It's nut juice, and we're talking about almond milk.
Oh. Okay.
You can't milk the nut, right?
Yep.
So it's not milk, it's juice, because you have to juice the nut.
Oh my god, I love that.
So for him I have a carton of nut juice.
Ah, nice.
Like I have a hot dog, I have cotton candy, Slurpees, anything gas station pretty much.
Mhm.
And at the end of the season, for the season drop on October 1st,
Moxie same.
I'm going to be drawing up a convenience store esque background and putting everything on it, and it's going to go on a sweatshirt and possibly do another giveaway, like I did for the mushrooms, for a giveaway hoodie.
Yeah. I need to like get onto that, because like I was about to do one last stream, then I completely banked out because I was coming from some stuff that was going on in my head, and I was like, I need to hang out with Peak. Peak gives me positivity and makes me feel better, so I'm staying and I'm getting positive. And then instantly positivity.
And that's really this. I just want vibes. I just want to give the vibes to everybody, because I feel
You
like
really do.
sometimes I need it.
I mean, I needed it that day.
So,
I think that was yesterday.
to get back to the question at hand,
But yeah.
I wanted to get it to where there's more people that are seeing the work that I do, and spending the money on the merch instead of in Twitch. I really don't care about the Twitch stuff. I would rather you get something from the money that people want to put into the channel, because I get money anyways that way through the merch.
Yeah.
And it just, now you get something to go back and get something to you from me that I've produced,
Yeah.
and that we've produced as a channel. So
Yeah.
that's what that's about.
I really got when I first saw your merch. I think like someone sent it to me. I literally really don't remember who sent me the link. Could have been Butter. It could have been Carbon. It could have been you. Realistically, it could have been you. Or I could have been at your stream. You're like, here's the merch, Rocky, because I asked. And I looked at it. I was like, oh my god, that's like the cutest sweatshirt ever. I love all the mushrooms, and I'm like, I almost bought it, but I was like, right now, no, because of where I was with my stuff.
Can I drop the link in chat?
Go right ahead. Let's.
Yeah, of course.
I hope. Nope. I guess I have to do it.
Really not.
Have food. Sorry.
I guess I
We need to honestly figure that. I should have permitted you before. I didn't think we had that still. Oh my god, how do I do this? Guys, I need a mod to help me. I don't know how to do anything.
I don't think I'm a mod, or I'd help.
You are a mod. You should
I am?
be. You should be. Oh, there's untime out. Okay, untimed you out. Whoopsie daisy. Let me just copy your link and I'll do it. There you go, guys. Go check out Peak's merch because it's awesome and you all should look at it and maybe buy it if you like it. That is the best English I have today. Help, mod. I was like, that's literally me every time. Help, mod. I need help. Nobody's really here. It's like, damn it. Except myself and Rusk. We usually have some peeps that need help, but not today. Looks like everyone's busy today, which is fine. It's a Tuesday.
You got it. We
And
got it.
And I did it. And I figured it out. Be proud of me, guys. I did it.
There you go, Wabbit. There you go.
Yeah, okay, yes. I'll take it. That shows up for me. Yes, honey. Like I would come to your stream more than like you stream at the times when I'm busy. It's like every time you stream, it's like I miss it and it's like crap. Crap. I'll like see it. I'm like, damn it. Like at the last second, I was like, oh, you're live, and then I'll come in. I will like I have came into your streams for honey, and like you're literally ending. And I was like, I joined at the last minute. I was there for a second.
My name was in the screen.
I tried.
I'm right there with you. I had to turn before this
Me either.
podcast. I had to set up the kids upstairs to watch Sonic and keep them quiet. Give them tablets, turn on Sonic, give them blankets. Just all right. Nobody should move.
Yep. I was like, we all have our own lives that we have to like fight around for streaming and the podcast. Being that me, Rusk, Carbon all do the podcast as hosts, it's been a lot. But it's always worth it because I enjoy it.
I have a lot of fun doing these. They're a blast. Yeah. It's always nice, like getting to know everybody, like on a more personal level, just chatting every once in a while, and
it's nice to see the applications that came through.
Yeah.
If you ever hear me say Wabbit, that's I'm talking to the wifey. That's
no, me. Me! It's me, guys! I'm the Wabbit!
The wife's getting bored, guys.
Dance party! That's what you gotta do when you're waiting. To just full on dance break, like turn on some music and just party up a storm. That's what I do when I'm bored.
She's singing the suspicious song right now. Don't be suspicious. Don't be.
That's my lyric sound. Don't be suspicious. But yes, always fun. Yes, Butter and Carbon are great peoples. I loved when I met both of them. Dance break!
Not doing a dance break. No.
Dance break!
No.
I'll just make the beats. Don't know. I'm not a beatboxer.
Should that be a part of the points?
Oh, adding more channel points?
Yeah.
I just did a reef.
Like 10,000 channel points, then we'll do it.
Then me, Rusk, and everybody on the podcast will have a dance party. I'll even put on some music, even though they won't hear it, but you guys will. And I'll hear it. It should be. I'll look into it, guys. If I'll add it sooner or later if I remember. People need to keep me on that though. If I say I'll add it, I'll add it for you guys. Oh yeah, Peak will. My memory is trash, so after this podcast is over, I'll forget everything that was happened. You'll be like, Rocky, channel point for dance party. Add it too. Yes, PQ, you should add it as your channel, please.
Well, Poon, you're an editor. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should go in there and go, And then don't tell him. Don't even tell him you added it. Just add it and be really hush hush about it.
Expecting you now.
I don't know if editors can editors actually edit channel points. I'm gonna have to look into that because I actually don't know. How long have I been streaming? Many years. Don't know what's happening still.
Yeah, neither do I.
You can add them as editors on the sound alerts.
Oh,
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
And they're
No,
not on
it's-
for that exact reason. So
Oh, I'd be terrified to give any of my peeps that
But,
ability
it-
and sound alerts. I was like, do not
I have-
shit.
Hoon is one of mine. So is Butter, and then I have Jay Krizak. He's also one of mine. So
Oh, I've seen
They,
I've seen him in there before. Yeah, I've actually a nice set of mods, honestly. Like every mod I've met in your streams are really nice. And they always give me the hugs when I'm there. So I'm a bliss.
Yeah.
I'm never against this.
well, that's how I pick my. That's how most of my mods made mod. Is that they interact with chat very, very well. They know exactly what the vibe that I want in chat. Luckily, I haven't really had to ban anybody that, I haven't really had to ban anybody, but they know what to look for.
Yeah.
You don't get banned because you will get banned.
Banned! Oh yeah, Buttertough is so mean, so strict.
Yeah.
That's not
Oh,
true
man.
though. Buttertough is like the sweetest.
Yeah, she's the one
I
who usually
love
breaks
Butter.
the rule.
Butter is like literally me and Butter are really close. So like when I come to anywhere that Butter is at, it's hugs, cuddles, stuffy parties, like everything. And she invites me everywhere. I love Butter. Butter is amazing.
What's next question?
Next question. I don't know where we are. If I'm being honest.
I got it. Who is your favorite streamer to watch on Twitch?
I actually have a couple different ones. It really depends on my feeling. And I'm sorry, Rocky, it's not you.
I mean, honestly, I get it. I don't stream often. Nobody picks me as theirs.
If there's a DJ that I watch all the time, he actually was in the same group as me when I first started. No matter what, I'm watching his streams. It's Music by Alexander. He's a DJ out of I want to say Norway, but I know that's wrong. That area.
Yeah.
And I know he's tired when he's doing his streams because he has a goddamn blast. He's his music type is dance or drum and bass in that realm.
Yeah.
And his show is legit. I also watch a streamer in the morning, Kimmy Sparks. She just hit partner.
I know who that is. I used to be I followed her a long time, and then I kind of just trailed off all the big streamers because I got busy.
Also, as Huna said, Dr. Clara, who one of my art pieces is after her mother, who is now cancer free, who has beat cancer. One of my art pieces, which is also a piece in my clothing line. She does a really good job, and she's like the cool, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say 80s vibes, but like she's not just 80s vibes. But her music is really good. So it really depends on for me, it depends on the day. Who my favorite is, because I watch a lot of art streams, I watch a lot of music streams. I will be in gaming streams, but I'll be in gaming streams, but I'm not really watching them. I'm there, to help support whatever. I watch a lot of art streams, a lot.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, ever hear of there's a streamer that every time he got a kill on Warzone, he'd have like a straight up rave. I don't know if you've seen that recently. I saw it all over the internet. Like this guy, he'd get a kill and then he'd just put on a straight up rave where like flames are shooting off in the background, the lights are going insane and stuff.
The energy.
Facebook, isn't he? There's a guy on Facebook that does that.
I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if he was on Twitch or something else, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's on Facebook because there's a guy on Facebook that does that. I don't remember his name either, but every time he gets a kill, he's a youngin too.
Yeah.
He's a youngin. Oh no, it's YouTube he's on. And
Yes.
he's a youngin, bro. Like, and he puts on this rave, and it's fantastic.
It is.
The energy is crazy, and it's like
Yeah.
it's no wonder that he has his viewers that he
Yeah,
has.
that reminds me of somebody who I watch who's named Milo or my Tact would Tact's friends with him. He's so much fun. He's like he has so many has a green screen going off, and he's just like having a time of his life. He's having dance parties, and I'm like, what's even happening anymore? I'm like, and it gives me energy.
You're tired after watching his stream?
Yeah, I'm always tired. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm over this. I need sleep. It's a good stream to like in your night because then you're tired at that and you're like bedtime.
All right. What advice would you give to newer streamers?
Find what you're comfortable with. Don't do what everybody else is doing. It's part of the reason why I say what I say at the end of my stream. Don't be yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you to be somebody different, and you're perfect the way you are, right here, right now. So I say this because when I started off with COD, just like everybody else does, because they see that so many people are watching COD, and the possibility of being seen is humongous, and it's really not that easy.
It really isn't.
The way my stream is now is because it is this way because I am comfortable doing my art. I am comfortable doing my music. I am comfortable having a conversation with people. And so, and I've always wanted to do close, right? I've always wanted to have
Yeah.
a close line. This is like one of the easiest ways for me to not only be interactive with my chat and my viewers, but other people spreading my art around so they can see that stuff. So I can show my art to everybody and eventually get to the point where, I don't have to work and I can sit here and do art and put out product that people actually will buy and stuff like that. So that it's my advice would be yourself. Everything will come in time. I have 484 viewers or followers, right? I have 15 people in chat at most.
Yeah.
The numbers don't mean nothing.
Yep.
Numbers don't mean nothing. It does when you're first trying to get affiliate. That makes sense. Because now but after you made affiliate, you don't really want partner.
Yeah.
You don't want trouble, And if you want partner, then that will grow after you've made affiliate, and that will grow after you've made a certain connections with people. You build your team, and then move forward. Because if you don't have a strong team, because what are you going to do when you have 100 people in your chat? How are you going to pay attention to that?
I really can pay attention sometimes now.
You have 10,000 people in your chat.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how you do that.
Go over to T-Pain's chat. That thing's going a mile a minute. He's got like 10,000 people in his chat. Obviously, it's T-Pain. Of course, he's going to have like 10,000 people in his chat. But you think he's really reading all that?
Oh,
There's no way.
His team is though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what that's all about. Is once you get to the point where the team that I've built, Butter, Hoon, Jay Krizak, some of the other mods that come in and out, I trust that they'll be reading chat along with me and will help, kind of hold everything together. Once we get to that point when we have 30 people in chat, 75 people in chat, 100 people in chat. So it's build your team, have fun.
Oh yeah.
Have fun, because or else you're not going to do it, or else you're not going to last. Have fun. Don't care too much what you look. Always stay within TOS. I'll always stay within TOS. but have fun. Enjoy what you're doing. Just like you should enjoy your job. Enjoy what you're doing because that's going to be the thing that attracts people to your channel. They see that you're enjoying it. You have to enjoy it.
I agree.
Yeah, same.
Think you hit it on the head with that too, especially like if you, because I noticed that too. I started kind of abiding by like what would make me popular on Twitch, playing the games that would make me popular and stuff like that. And it was none of the games I really wanted to play. I didn't want to play any of those games. I didn't want to do any of those things. But I really started enjoying streaming when I bought a PlayStation 2 and I started playing retro games I played when I was a kid. Or playing just random games nobody's heard of that I really enjoy. I don't I removed recently like the Twitch viewer count on my screen, because I really don't care anymore. Like I don't care if it's just me
Yeah.
talking to myself. It's if I'm playing video games, I'm streaming, and when I'm playing video games, I want to play what I want to play. And I've gotten to that point now where I'm enjoying streaming 10 times more now because of
Yeah.
just doing what I want to do. And having fun with it, like you
Yeah.
said, having fun, being me, being who I want to be, and I think that's a good advice for like newer streamers and stuff like that. Don't fold into what you think people want to see. Do what you want to do and attract the necessary people that you want to follow your channel in the first place. You don't want just a bunch of random people complaining about what you're streaming or like, I like it better if you do this, that kind of shit. No, do what you want to do. That's huge. That's huge.
There's
There you
Rusk's
go.
stream, and here's my.
Do yours.
Oh, thank you.
You get
Yeah, appreciate it.
for those of you that are my followers and you don't know Rusk or Rocky, you should definitely check them out. These guys have great streams. I've been to one of your streams, Rusk, and I apologize for that.
Don't worry. Oh, you're good.
But these guys, their energy is ridiculous. Ridiculous. If you guys go there, you'll have all kinds of fun. So definitely check
Yeah.
them out.
We try.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I was. I remember going to keep on what you were talking about, like what your opinion on, or not opinion. What was it? Your advice for newer streamers. I remember the connection to that is I remember going into your stream peak when I was really feeling meh. It was that night when everyone gave me a hug in your chat. It was the same night, like, and you were like, I was like really, I don't know, discouraged just being around. Like I actually have that thing where I just tendency to disappear when like things are hard or like, oh, who cares about little old me? And I do that a lot. I'm working on that, so we're still here, guys. Woo! And it was kind of peak telling me to not be discouraged and stay. Like even that night when you told me to stay in your chat and hang with everybody, and like seeing who like would do it. Like it's like nobody had to hug me. Barely y'all even knew me. I know you did.
Well, that was the point. That was the point. Like you came in, you weren't feeling good. It was like, hey, let's fix this. And if I can do that and inspire a little bit of like feeling better or whatever, then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna bring everybody else in to do that too, because everybody, pretty much everybody in my chat thinks the same way I do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the point. It's like you want to build a community that thinks the way you do. If you read my channel, it's like I want to build a group that is like-minded to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's why I mean, to me, that's one of the reasons why I stream is because
I know.
want to.
Yeah, these are going back to the retro games I play. These are the next two games I'm playing. I don't know if anybody played these growing up.
I'm ready for it. As your mod, I am ready to be there.
Those were the old school Lord of the Rings games that released back in like the early 2000s for PlayStation 2.
Wow.
I put so many
wait.
hours into those things.
I'm gonna be walking, and then walking some more, and then
And walking.
maybe go into a dungeon and walk some more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's walk a lot. Walking is so much fun. But yeah, I know, Honeycorn. I know you already followed me. I just thought I'd get us both out there. If anybody, because I'm not, we're not fully in chat right now, well, we're watching chat, but we're not typing, so it's just easier to give the shout outs there. If anybody likes our personality, wants to come and crash our streams and yell at us for, I don't know, yell at me. I deserve it.
My buddies just played. They were telling me they just beat Shredder's Revenge a couple nights ago. They said they had so much fun playing it.
Yeah.
Mutant Turtles were fun games back in the day. Even the ones that were on like what was that? Arcade games. They had like that Ninja Turtle arcade game I used to play all the time.
Oh yeah, you do, Fox. You'll come in and just punch me with positivity like crazy, and it's like, now I feel really good. Because I usually don't stream if I'm feeling like negative, because I was like, I don't want to push negativity into the world. So I'll wait till I'm like very like, woo, and then I'll go stream and I'll be like, positive, 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 positive. And then like someone will come in and push my positivity to the roof. Butter has the next question. Favorite art piece you've done?
Favorite art piece.
Hi, baby bear.
So my first couple for art pieces were Love and Attraction. And it's a two-piece art piece. It's a woman standing in the wind, blowing one direction, and then a man's blowing in the wind, blowing in the other direction, and they're put up on the wall, and the viewer is supposed to stand in the middle as if they're seeing the wind blow through them together, and as they meet and have seen each other. Now, that's just an example of how the type of art that I do, because my art is interactive. So the next piece that I did after that, which is my favorite piece, was my Freya and Beinherto. It's a piece of a female goddess-esque thing, holding a platter with her heart ripped out of her chest and on the platter.
Yeah.
And there's the first piece is without her crying, with a smile on her face and gladly handing over the heart. And the second piece, which is supposed to be behind it, is set in the triangle. So as you walk by it, you end up seeing what's her actual feeling of her crying. As she
Sounds gorgeous, honestly. I haven't seen that myself, but that sounds gorgeous. Both art pieces.
It kind of goes into a few of the next questions too that we're gonna have.
Because honestly, everything is a lot about art and your art style and stuff like that.
Yeah, like what types of styles of art do you enjoy doing?
I like to stay in the surreal realm, because it doesn't hold me to it doesn't hold me to a definitive set. So the surreal, like, it was the exaggerated body parts, and like the exaggerated neck, or eyes that were too big, or so it's not super realistic, but within a little bit of reason. So I like to stay within the surreal, dreamy look, which is most of my art is more in that. I do sometimes get very, very detailed, but I like to try to stay within the surreal. So that's usually where I'm at.
Okay.
I don't have Freya up here. Yeah, I don't have Freya. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of covered a couple of these now. As an artist, what are your goals? Main goals as an artist?
Main goals. So I want people to kind of see my art, and I want to get to the point where my art is recognizable to a lot of different people, and I'm trying to get to the point where when it comes to the merch and stuff like that, that I am able to put it into that and make it more consumable for the viewers. so that's really where I'm at. I want to make my art more consumable for viewers.
Okay, I gotcha. I'm gonna give you we'll give you 2 more questions before we wrap up. We want to keep it on art too. We really want to focus on that because I feel like that's like your main, like from hearing from you, this is like your main inspiration. Your goals on a streamer, at least, like you want people to see your art, you want people to notice your streams and stuff, and I feel like you have like a new style too, where you like the interactive art. I think is really cool. I think that's like how you're introducing your art to like people watching your streams and stuff like that. I think that's very interesting. And like, is there an artist that kind of inspired you, like your favorite artist that got you into something like that?
Um, I can't really say there was well, I mean, everybody has. I can't really say which artist um inspires me. I just know that, after going through college and, taking a couple art classes because, I thought they were going to be easy. Um, uh, like art history classes. I
Mhm.
some of the biggest fine art pieces were interactive. Um, they they put the viewer into like their piece. So that's one of the reasons why I started doing pieces like that. That you are part of the art piece, and it's the same thing with Twitch. You are part of my channel.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
am part of this channel. I am here. I'm part of this channel. So what better way to what better way to kind of give that to my art viewers, by making them part of the art that I'm putting together. So that's kind of where I get my inspiration is for how my art should be displayed. Because like when art historians go to museums, they put themselves into these art pieces as they try to figure out what they mean, you know, and trying to, uh, pull out, why this person would have done this. So it's coming from that type of background with like college and stuff like that. That's kind of where I go with it, where I come from.
So it's almost like you created your own. It almost sounds self-created a little bit, the way that you're doing your thing. Then
I
you
Yeah.
started
mean,
your own style.
I just want people I want people to feel like they're at home when they're looking at my art. Like they actually see this thing happening.
That's so cool. No, that's pretty inspiring. Honestly, like I like that a lot. That's really cool. It's I had a lot of fun talking to you today. Quite honestly, I
Yeah.
thought this was a
Same.
really fun podcast, and um I think everybody liked it. Is there anything you'd like to tell everybody watching, like
Um,
on if why they should come view you, what you have to offer? Just
go to somebody else. They're better than I am.
No, that's not true. I
So,
love peak streams.
so for my if you want to come check me out, come check me out. That's really all I can say. I'm not telling you to come follow me. I'm not going to tell you to go follow somebody else. If you might find your next best friend in my chat, and I might find my next best friend in one of you guys' chats. Um,
Yeah.
one of the biggest hurdles that we have as streamers is actually getting ourselves out there for other people to see us. And which is, kind of the point of having a podcast, is that's focused around streamers, right? So this is a way for us to, get ourselves out there and have people we may never have seen in our chat before, you know. So really, if you want to come by and see me, come by and see some art, come by and get drawn as a oodles and noodles or something else. I still got corn dogs I got to draw. I still got Chinese takeout food boxes I got to draw. So I mean, they pretty much, and if you can think of it something else that you want to be drawn as that would be in a gas station, come by, spend 1,000 points, and come and get it.
For
Um,
sure.
it's I want to get to know you. I want to get to know every single person that's in the chat. That's my goal.
Perfect. Well,
Yes.
I have to say thank you. This
No.
was it was a fun podcast.
Yes,
It was
honestly.
very nice meeting you.
It's also honestly awesome that the first two were very game streamers wise, where you're an artist streamer. It's cool to get another brain into the podcast that thinks differently and has like their own thing as well. Because it's like we've done gaming or gamers mainly. That it's like it's cool to have people in GA who are also something else, like artists, for example. That's why the questions that I had written down did not work for you, and I had to sit there for like an hour or two or a few days making up new questions. Because
that's the whole point of doing stuff like this, because you guys end up getting to and having different streamers on here, because you get like, because I'm not even in the gaming realm. Nowhere near it. Like, I play games, but I don't play it like most of the people do. So it's like when you sent me the questions, I was like,
I'm just glad.
I can do this nicely.
I'm just glad you actually said something, because I was like, I didn't even think of it. Nobody in the staff team actually thought, oh, we need questions for our supports if they're on the podcast, and questions for our artists if they're on the podcast. There's different people in our community that are completely different types of streamers, and we didn't think of that. We thought gamer, but like it's like I'm glad you said something, because if you didn't, I wouldn't have all these other new questionnaires and getting questions like at least there, so we can actually do other people like Peak, for example, who is an artist and love his art. Amazing artist, in my opinion. I'm watching you do your little art, and I'm just sitting like, oh, it's so nice. so green. Oh, no, we're stopping there. By the way, hey, Martian. But yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
Rocky.
This is, I know, I'm crazy. Anyways, that is our wrap up. We'll be getting Loki on the podcast next on pretty much your rival. If you guys watch the GA general chat, they have a little rivalry going on in gen chat of who's gonna get on the first on the leaderboard. Amazing stuff. Always love to see interaction with friends or peeps. And that's who we're gonna have the podcast next on the 3rd of September. I think that's when it is. Let me check. Yes, Saturday is the 3rd. We'll have the next podcast. Everyone go check out Peak on his stream if you want to see his art and see what he else does and see how he talks. And amazing streamer, honestly. Always love to go in there. And yeah, that's the end of the podcast, guys. Thank you for everybody who stopped by. Martian, Unicorn. I hope I'm saying your name right. I always mess it up. Even when I say it on my stream or other people's streams, it puts it in my head. It's Unicorn. I hope that's right. Thank you, Butter, for stopping by. Fox, Moxie, anybody else who was in chat today. Kerms. I don't remember who else was in chat. You all are amazing people. And I always appreciate you guys stopping by. And yes, everyone have a great rest of your day, night, morning, wherever you guys are in this world. And good night.
And whoever hasn't, check out Peak. And give him
Just
a
check
follow.
him out.
I mean,
Let's
if you want.
Let's do this really quick. Go check him out, you guys. And it's lovely to have you all here. And good night, guys. See, or morning or afternoon. I don't know. But that's the end of the podcast. I'll see you guys around. See you next podcast. See you in our streams and other people's streams. Even in the one chats. I don't know what I'm doing. Good night, guys. Afternoon. Morning.
Night.
Woo!